Hi class, good evening. My name is Jasmine and I will be answering questions from the video response for lesson 10. So, the first question is, why are global businesses evolving towards stateless operations? There are a few answers for this question. However, three key points that I noticed is globalization, technology advancements, and also the political and economic stability. So we'll start with the first one, globalization. In globalization, businesses seek to enter new markets to access more customers and revenues. I'm going to use just the internet for an example. We have so many businesses that we've never seen of, never heard of. However, they are popping up and they're coming out of nowhere to service us, and they have tools and things that we're currently utilizing. We're buying from companies we have no clue who they are. However, what they're bringing to the table is good. So because we like their goods, we're providing revenue for them. And we know most of our businesses are global. Like, I think we know that every time we look on the back of a product, it says made in China, made in Italy, made somewhere else outside of the United States. And also the supply chain optimization. By operating in multiple countries, companies can optimize their supply chain, sourcing materials from regions where they are cheapest and most abundant. I feel like that's pretty much self-explanatory. In businesses, we all know you want to get a bang for your buck. When you're purchasing, when you're a consumer, you want to get a bang for your buck. However, when you are the owner of that business, it's very important that they get a bang for their buck. So a lot of times people outsource their work, or they work with different supply chains because they're trying to get the cheapest product, and then they're going to turn around and sell it for 10 times as much. Technology advancements. I feel like that is always an ongoing thing when it comes to business, doing business outside of your country, because and as a country in this world, you're always working together. You always have allies. And the internet has just allowed that on a bigger platform, I'll say, with the different things that you can do. Perfect example, remote work. We have people working remotely for companies that have never even been in that country. It's crazy. And the last point that I wanted to speak on was political and economic stability. Diversification. By not being tied to a single country, businesses can migrate to different places, and also they can mediate risks associated with political instability, economic downturns, or changes in local regulations other than their country. So when you're able to diversify like that, you can, in so many words, you're pretty much making your business untouchable. So moving on to question number 2. The question is, organizational structures can help a company fail or succeed. Why do you think this is the case? That's a great question. So, organizational structures are critical in the success of a company because they define how tasks are divided, coordinated, and supervised within that organization. Some reasons as to why organizational structure is so impactful are the efficiency and productivity, communication and coordination, decision making, and employee morale and engagement. Also, one more, innovation and creativity. So we're going to start at the top. Efficiency and productivity. Any business will thrive when you have clear responsibilities and when you have workflow optimization. Well-defined structure clarifies role and responsibilities, reducing confusion and overlapping, leading to more effective operations. And when you speak of workflow optimization, proper structuring ensures that workflows are streamlined, minimizing bottlenecks and minimizing bottlenecks. Communication and coordination, information flow, and coordination across departments. Information flow. Effective structures facilitate smooth communication channels, ensuring that the information flows correctly and reaches the right people at the right time. Coordination across departments. And a cohesive structure helps the different departments work together effectively, aligning their efforts towards common goals. Decision making. Decentralized versus centralized. Structures can dictate whether decision making is centralized or decentralized. The appropriate balance can empower employees and enhance responsiveness. Employee morale and engagement. I think employee morale and engagement is such a big one. I will always stand by this. This is something that I live by. I think more companies, more owners need to remind themselves of the importance of employee morale and engagement, because your employees are what push your company. Your employees are what makes your company. Your employees are what help your company grow. And excuse me while I go on my rant, but I feel like a lot of companies need to remind themselves of this, because I think as employees, we help grow the company, and the employer does not value us as much. So I'm sorry, that was my little spiel. Back to the assignment. So employee morale and engagement. Role clarity. Clear structures provides employees with a clear understanding of their roles, reducing frustration and increasing job satisfaction. Have you ever seen someone and they're at the job and they have about 15 duties, and then you see someone else and they only have one? And then you wonder why this employee is walking around disgruntled? Because they're doing everyone's job. Because there's no clear understanding of job titles. There's no clear understanding of who's doing what of roles. And I really can vouch for that. The second one is career development. Structure that support career growth and development opportunities can motivate employees and reduce turnover. Have you ever seen a company and when they hire someone, you're wondering, where did they get them from? They're not a counterpart. They didn't come from another department. They came from a whole nother place. They're not even a part of the company. But your company does not push career development. Oh, you're good in your role. We don't want you to grow. So I've learned when you don't help your employees grow, they're going to go somewhere where they can. That's my spiel, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm very passionate about employees and employer relationships and conversations, because I'm an employee. So that one hits home. So question number 3 is compare and contrast the following organizational structures, functional structures, product structures, market structure, and geographical region structure. So functional structure. Some characteristics of functional structure are a devised organization based on specialized functions. Each function is managed by a functional manager. Some of the advantages are the specialization, the efficiency, and the clarity. Some of the disadvantages are the inflexibility and the overemphasis on specialization. Moving on to product structure. Some of those characteristics are divides the organization based on a specific product or product lines. Each product line operates as a semi-unit within its own resource and functions. The advantages are focus. The team is very focused and dedicated to one product line, which improves the focus and the responsiveness. The flexibility. They can quickly adapt to changes and innovation to specific products, because, mind you, it's a minimal of what they're doing. Accountability. Clear responsibility for the success or failure of each product line. Some of the disadvantages are duplication, coordination challenges, and resource allocation. The next one is market structure. Some characteristics of market structure reads as organizations, the company based on different customer segments or markets. Each market segment operates as a semi-autonomous unit focusing on specific customer needs. Some of the advantages are deep understanding and responsiveness to specific market needs, tailored strategies, marketing and sales strategies can be customized for each segment, customer satisfaction, potential for higher customer satisfaction and loyalty. Some disadvantages are the complexity, the duplication, and coordination issues. The geographical region structure. So the characteristics of geographical regional structure are organizes the companies based on different geographical regions. Each region operates as a semi-autonomous unit focusing on local markets. So some of the advantages of geographical region structure are local responsiveness, flexibility, market penetration. Some of the disadvantages are duplication, coordination challenges, and resource allocation. And the final question that we have here are, a matrix structure may provide the advantages of the functional divisional structures, but it may also provide disadvantages of these two structures. Argue in favor or against this assertion. So I'm going to do an argument in favor. And if I have time, I'll do one against. So advantages of the matrix structure, it combines the strengths, resource utilization, enhanced collaboration. So I'm going to touch on those three things. So combined strength, functional exercises. Employees can develop deep functional exercise as they remain part of functional departments. Flexibility and responsiveness. By having project or project-based teams, the organization can be more responsive to changes in the market and customer needs. Resource utilization, optimal use of resources. Resources can be shared across projects, avoiding the duplication of efforts seen in purely divisional structures. Balanced workload. Employees can be assigned to projects based on current workload, ensuring a more even distribution of tasks, which I am highly in favor of. And then enhanced collaboration. This is a good one. I feel like sometimes enhanced collaboration can work in your favor and it cannot work in your favor. And I say that only because a lot of time when things tend to work together, they tend to work against each other. And what I mean by that is, I'll give an example. A big part of this one is working on a job and finding balance and all of those things. Depending on the people that you hire, and I feel like this only goes for the people that you hire, cross-functional teams can be detrimental to a business. If you have the wrong people that are working collaboratively together and they're cross-functioning together, and it may not be a good fit. So I would say in that case, I think that it's a great method because I really believe in burnout syndrome. So I think with a method such as that, it will help employees not to be so burnt out and not to be so disgruntled, as I've mentioned in this video multiple times, because it is real. So the cross-functional teams, it facilitates collaboration and communication across different functional areas, leading to more innovative solutions and better problem solving. And integration helps integrate the organization's overall strategic objectives with day-to-day operations. And I'm looking at my time. I only have maybe about 20 seconds left. I do not, unfortunately, have time to do the argument that is against it. But I do thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. And as I review my notes, I think that's all, folks. Have a good day.